All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for checking me out once again. I've already taken a shop only on Instacart for Publix. It turned out to be like, I think it was $7 and some change. So then I took a Chick-fil-A. I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a long time. I just don't like the wait time. The wait time was there. It was $6.50 and it ended up being $12.50. The dude tipped $10. So very nice. I did take a Grubhub while I was there as well. I'd hit arrived, and I'm in Chick-fil-A and Grubhub saying I'm hitting arrive too soon, which is weird. I've had that happen before though. They never received the order, so I just unassigned it. And I've dropped that off. Now picked up a Hots Deli for $6.50. Para saying it's going to be $7.70. It's going to a beauty salon. They usually end up tipping more because they know they receive tips themselves. So let's pick this up and drop it off, see what it ends up being. We're still trying to get Instacart, but we're taking whatever. It's lunchtime, so why not? You know, let's take the good orders. It's only going 3 miles. And the Chick-fil-A only went like less than 2 miles. And I got an add-on here. $4.50 for 400 feet, 600 feet. We're taking it. All right, guys, I just dropped off a Five Guys burger and fries. If you ever wonder why I laugh when I come back, it's because I've made so many cuts. Like I made a mistake, so I had to re-say it. It's like the third time I've had to say this. So you don't get to see all that. It was only going like a little over a mile. It stayed $6.50 even though it was $41 for the food. It's okay. I got a offer from Instacart for $49, almost 50 bucks. I think it's 23 miles. Basically $2 a mile, but hopefully we get something on the way back because it's going to Slocum, which is next town over. Somebody dropped all their Grubhub scheduling, so I picked it up. So maybe we'll get a Grubhub on the way back to pay for those dead miles. The miles count either way, there and back, so that's like, I know it's 46 miles. It's basically $1 a mile, which I preach not to take $1 a mile, but I'm not going to turn down 50 bucks, man. We were short yesterday, $18 on our goal, and 50 bucks sounds pretty damn good to me. I mean, it's going to take me, it's 50 items. That's going to take me alone probably 50 minutes to an hour, roughly. And I got the drive. It's probably going to be, what, 30 minutes? So an hour and a half. So if it does take me, you know, if I don't get anything coming back and it takes me 30 minutes to come back again and it's 2 hours, then we made $25 an hour there. So I'm not complaining about that. The miles are kind of high, but I haven't really driven that far in a while. So, you know, I'm taking it. It's going to keep the day rolling. All right, guys, it took 38 minutes to shop it. The reason I know exactly how much it took is because it gave me 37 minutes to shop it. I was surprised by, honestly. Yeah, I got that done a little bit over, not much, but I'm on the way to deliver it now. It's at 32 minutes for the drive. So the shop and delivery is going to take an hour and 10 minutes total. Then I'll be in Slocum, so I have to drive back 23 miles. Hopefully Grubhub will send me something. Maybe they'll send me something in Slocum because they're always sending stuff in Slocum, but it's just not enough money and too far to go, honestly, to drive there and shop. You know, it's just kind of doesn't make sense. Nothing's more busy. But, you know, we'll see what happens. If I don't get anything, you know, gotta count the miles anyway, so no problem. I couldn't update you guys at first because I was listening to my favorite song come on the radio on Sirius XM Chill is what I've been listening to lately because it's just really relaxing. It's just deep house music by a band called Aerosol Jesus with a Z, and it's called Cozy. So you should check it out. They only have like 6 subscribers on YouTube last I checked. They're going to be a big band, I think, in the deep house industry. Tell me what you listen to while you drive, and also what your favorite band is right now. Your favorite song and band, I guess. Just comment down below. Let me know. I'm always interested. I mean, you guys didn't know about Aerosol Jesus, I'm sure. So if you guys tell me somebody, maybe I'll check them out and I'll like them as well. A huge chance we might catch Grubhub on the way back. Look at this map. This can't be my area. There's no way Grubhub is that busy in Dothan. That's insane. I've never seen so many shaded areas. There's no way. No way. That's crazy. I used to do pest control there. I did pest control in Alabama and Georgia. I took a pest control job that was basically $25,000 a year. Became a salesman as well. I didn't become a salesman. I chose to sell because I knew how to do it. I knew the company like the back of my hand, and I was able to turn a $25,000 job into a $40,000 every year just in sales. So anyway, this was the house that I sold in Alabama, along with the inland, as a group of inland gas stations. I sold 15 of them one time. So I started expanding for the company in Alabama, even though we were based in Georgia. Not important. Anyway, I thought this was, they used to live there, but somebody else bought his house. So I thought I was going to get to see him and talk to him a little bit. But I ended up talking to the guy that lives there now for a little bit. probably about 10 minutes. So this, if you want to count that, it was an hour and 20 minutes total for the shopping and delivery of this order. Told you I was going to get a Grubhub. Went back to my phone real quick, told him to hold on, I didn't want to miss the delivery. So I looked at Grubhub and it was like $20 for 24 miles. No one would take that in their right mind, but you got to remember, I'm like 24 miles away from Dothan. So I took it, and the drop off is basically, this Wendys is on Hodgesville Road and the house is on Hodgesville Road. They gave this person possibly the worst positioned Grubhub driver that they could probably give. I mean, it's literally a mile from Wendys, and they're going to pay me $20 to deliver it. That's insane to me. There's so many other people on Grubhub right now that have got to be available for that order. Or maybe the person didn't tip much and it's being offered as crap, you know, and they're trying to find someone to take it, to take care of this order, and they got me. Unfortunately for her, she basically could have walked there and got it by now. So I'm hoping the order doesn't get canceled because of the distance I am from it. I broke a nail, guys. It just got serious. How are they making money? Look at this. This is a $5 biggie bag. One item. Oh, one is a combo. But I'm just saying, like, they're paying me $20. They're paying me more than she paid for the meal. That's crazy to me. No wonder Grubhub's going out of business. They're not going anywhere. Just Eat Takeaway is the one that's going out of business, or they're going to lose Grubhub anyway. They're going to have to sell them. My point is they've been doing this since I've been on Grubhub for 2 years. That's why I said I probably would catch something in Slocum on the way back to Dothan, because one, I saw that map, which is crazy. The map is still like that. I can't imagine there being that many Grubhub orders, but they're notorious for sending something to you when you're way off like that. I got lucky, and I'm definitely taking advantage of it. So don't be thinking it's $20 for 20-something miles. I mean, technically it is, but it's not. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to drop it off within 5 minutes because it's on the same road. But anyway, like I say, I paid for the miles back, and I was wrong. I made $49 on that last Instacart, so it's going to be almost $70 in 2 hours. Drove in front of this Wendys, and it just now told me that the food was ready. So let's see if it is. Hopefully it should be, right? That Wendys needs a facelift too.
Order one ready.
Hey, I got a Grubhub for Tavia.
What's the name?
Tavia.
All right, pull up for me. Let me see if it's in the system.
Thanks. We're going to see if it's in the system, guys. What? Anyway, this lobby's been closed since the pandemic and never opened again. It's never been open. All right, thanks. Oh, okay, thanks.
You didn't need that?
I didn't need it. I can use it for later. I mean, that's no worries. All right, thanks so much. I'm taking a 1025 for 7 miles. Para said it's going to be 1325 with a gold star. I have no reason not to believe them. They're 100% right with the gold star. So we're going to go with that. It's China Walk. I got an offer from Grubhub while I was in there for China Walk, but it was going a different direction. So we couldn't take it. The lady that took the Grubhub, she came in there and it was ready. So that right there proves to me that it's all in the restaurant, guys. China Walk is like, they've always been that way with Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash. When they hit the button, the food's pretty much ready. Like I took this one and it's DoorDash. So DoorDash is usually kind of like Uber Eats, is usually 7 minutes out. So he told me 5 minutes when I walked in, so it gave me time to hit the bathroom and come back out. Like with Grubhub you always have to wait, but it's got to do with the restaurant. And it's going to put us around 121, just sitting there getting bad offers from Instacart that didn't make any sense for me to take, and then I was getting not so great offers from DoorDash, and then I finally got this one, so that's why I took it. All right, guys, would you have taken this order? This is a Little Caesars, if I'm not mistaken, or Hungry Howie's. I can't remember which one. I think it's a Little Caesars. 19 items, but Para's telling you it's going to be Gold Star 825 for almost 8 miles. Comment down below if you would have taken this order, and after I do this Instacart, I'll tell you exactly what the items were. But I want to know if you would take it just on impulse. and then I'll tell you what the items are. Instacart right now, it's about $12 for almost 2 miles. 13 items, and we're gonna knock it out real quick. Little Caesars, Hungry Howie's, whichever one it is, I haven't stopped to even look at it. That order, if you guessed that it would stay the same, then you're right. According to Para, it's Gold Star, it was gonna stay the same. It was like 8 sauces, like 6 crazy bread, and just some stupid order, like 4 pizzas. You know, they should have tipped more based on the fact they lived like 7-8 miles away. But Para's been 100% correct, and I didn't take that order for that simple reason. Saw $8.70, I think it was $8.75 for 19 items, and immediately almost hit accept. And I waited to see what Para said, and it was going to stay the same. I would probably have taken a chance on that if I didn't have Para telling me the Gold Star was the same, and I would have been highly disappointed. You know, you're supposed to take orders and be happy with what you took them for, but when you see 19 items, say you didn't have Para with the Gold Star, then you know, you would surely think that it would be higher. Probably 99% of us would probably think it's higher than it was. I don't know why I said 99. 100% of us should have thought that, but the customer apparently just either that's been sitting out there a while and there's no tip, or it's very low tip. So we don't know because we didn't take it. So there you go. Currently on a Chipotle for $6.50. Paris is $7.70. $7.70 is just like a blank number that doesn't mean anything. It's just something they put down. If it doesn't go up, it's going to put us at $140.50. So we're still $9.50 shy of our goal for the day. I was hoping to make enough to cover yesterday, but it doesn't seem like it's going to work out that way. So getting close to going home, if not after this order. All right, guys, that was our last order that we took. Let's go over the numbers. All right, the day was okay. I'm still getting used to the hours that I'm working. So, you know, 150 is kind of a high goal now for 6 hours or so that I work. I'm trying to work between 11 and 5:30. 10:30 and 5:30. I guess it's 7 hours. And then I take a little break for lunch in there somewhere. Sitting in my car on my lunch break most times watching Instacart, but technically I'm not working because I'm eating. I would put up the food if I got an order, definitely, and go take care of that. Now I work about 6.5 hours a day, roughly, somewhere in that area. So 150 is kind of a lofty goal. Today we missed it by about $7, but I am going to include my eBay income because that is income. I basically have an eBay store and I'm going to be selling things, so I'm going to include it. I've only sold one thing that I've purchased from Goodwill. The other things that I sold I didn't include ever on any income report because it was like personal items. I didn't purchase them. The item I sold was a golf shirt, and it was $19.99, and after fees it was $17 and some change, and then I deducted the $4.99 that I paid for it. So that's what it's going to be on this report. It's going to be other, because eBay's not included on Gridwise, which is the app that I use that you're seeing now. So DoorDash, I did 6 deliveries for about $53, so not bad for DoorDash. There was a lot of declines today, but I didn't really I'm not whining about it. It's just expected. You know, that last order that I got at Chipotle, I declined like 12 in a row before I got it. Had one delivery on Grubhub that did not have a tip. After looking back, I saw it had no tip at all. So that one delivery was $20.82 for a $5 value meal from Wendys. I don't see how Grubhub's making money. That's crazy to me. I mean, there had to be somebody closer. Anyway, so I did 3 Instacarts for about $68. I didn't see any great offers today, or really any good ones. I saw a bunch of bad ones, but you know, there's going to be days like that. I think Instacart is kind of hit and miss. So as you see right there, it says other $12.60. That's eBay after the eBay fees and also the purchase of the item, the amount that I paid for the item. So that's the profit from it, $12.60. Not knocking it out of the park, but you got to start somewhere, right? I've had eBay forever. I've got over 2,000 feedback. I got the little red star or whatever they used to give you. I don't know if they still give you that or not. And I drove 61 miles today. So that includes the trip to Slocum, because I mean that was just one delivery. That was like 40 of the 60 miles. So and I drove back. You know, obviously I have to count that. So I did 10 deliveries for $143 roughly, and then we have to add in the eBay, so it's $155.52. Let's go over the weekly numbers. I'm at $288.29 for the week. I've spent $47 in gas. I have an estimated mileage deduction of $68.27. I've done 23 trips. I've worked 13.1 hours. I'm averaging $2.47 a mile. And I'm averaging $22.03, which is up from yesterday. That's good to see. Also, I got 1.8 trips per hour. And I've driven 116 miles, 0.7. So, have we had better weeks? Yes. Usually on Wednesday, I'm at 500. I would have to have $212 tomorrow, roughly, to hit that mark. So, I'm not saying it's not possible. You know, sometimes you get really good Instacart offers. But I talked to 4 people this morning, and they told me that one guy told me he got a $50 one. Could I have gotten that one if I gone out earlier? Sure. But they drop it, and it's pretty random if you get it or not. The other 3 people I talked to, they pretty much have done lowball offers, you know, like $10 to $20 in shop onlys. Am I missing out on money in the morning? I don't think so. I think I'm missing out on sitting in my damn car for about 3 hours and making $30. Because that's what I had been noticing, and what made me come to this decision to start leaving later. Is it going to mess up my numbers some? $30 times 4 days a week? Probably so. I mean, that's $120. But it's also, if you multiply, if we're multiplying $30 times 4 and getting $120, we're also multiplying 12 hours of sitting in the car with very minimal orders. So, I mean, I think it's a win. It's averaging, if it's $120 in 12 hours, you're averaging $10 an hour. So that's not a win. You gotta cut your losses at some point. What's going to happen here is I'm going to have less miles. I'm going to have less oil changes. It's going to be less maintenance on my car. It's going to be less tire purchases, unless I run over a damn nail or something. But, you know, this is going to be a plus. It's going to bring my money down a little bit, but hopefully eBay will take off a little bit. I'm also profiting off FanDuel. It's baseball season. I love baseball, and I'm good at it. But will I include it in my earnings? No. It's gambling. I'm not including that in my earnings. Now, in my bank account, obviously, yes, I'm counting it. Today, matter of fact, I've already won the early lineups today. I only, if you've seen me on Twitter, I only bet like small amounts, man, and I end up winning pretty decently. Today, I think I spent $1.25, and I turned it into $26. So that's like 26 times your money almost. This weekend, I won on MMA. If I was confident and knew more about MMA, I would probably have won a ton of money, because I had the most perfect lineup. Everybody I picked won, and I turned a quarter into like $6. So I mean, like, 4th place of like 5,700 people, and that was a quarter match. So I mean, that's like what is that? 24 times your money. If I'd have put money into an actual tournament, I would have won a crap load of money on that. But I don't know much about MMA. Every time I pick MMA, UFC, whatever you want to call it, I pick I pick who I think is going to win, and every damn one of them on the card loses. So this week, I picked who I thought was going to win, and I picked the other person they were fighting, and look what happened. So don't come to me for MMA advice. Anyway, I've got more going on tonight with baseball, so hopefully I win more money. So it's just ongoing. I mean, you got different lineups that you can just keep on betting on. You know, I've done that for a long time. Used to be really good at NBA, but I suck at NBA now. I don't know what happened. Anyway, that's the numbers for this week. They're pretty low, but I think that's going to be the norm. I'm probably going to have to drop my daily down to like 125 because that's more realistic. I was at 133, and then I took, I took that Chipotle, and it turned out to be 9 or whatever. So it helped out a lot to get me further up. That's pretty much it. You guys to check out Writing with Zilla. I mean, it's an absolute blast to watch his videos. He is super positive. I guarantee you'll love him. He's a great guy, and I think he's in Vegas and he drives a Tesla if I'm not mistaken. But man, you can't get more positive than this guy. He's got super great vibes. I wish I could meet him one day. Maybe he'll be at the conference. I'm not sure. Great if you guys would check him out. I think he's closing in on 200 subs. All right, guys, your market's going to change. You got to change with it. You got to adapt, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not waste time sitting in a car, and change my hours. So I'm spending less time sitting around waiting on orders, that's for sure. I only did 10 today, so you would probably say I probably didn't, but most of it was the drive for that one order. And I did drives today. I didn't do any. Did I do one shop only? I think I did one shop only. Yeah, I think I did. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed today's content. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.